those of you who weren't here, and I can see that the areas where you're sat is filling up very, very nicely, so you're in for a treat if you've not seen these model aircraft fly before. Now these aren't toys, these are worth about £1,000, these things here, so the flying of them is taken very, very seriously indeed. They're electric motors. We'll talk to Lee very shortly when he's finished his final checks. Tell you a little bit about the planes and then we'll get them in the air. And you'll see some fantastic stunts with these aircraft. On the subject of smoke as well, I can see many of you lighting up your little disposable barbecues. That is absolutely fantastic, no problem at all. All we would ask is that you extinguish them correctly when you finish with them, please. If you can fill them with water or just let them cool. When they are cool enough to handle, please don't throw them in the bins. Every year we have bin fires with disposable barbecues that have been put in the bins because of the latent heat left in the charcoal. So please just place those disposable barbecues when they've cooled beside the bins, and our collectors will come around and dispose of them properly for you. And while we're talking about safety, lots of children here, which is fantastic to see. Welcome, one and all. If you do, unfortunately, part company with the children, plenty of our security people around, they will help you. But let's avoid that by asking those security people and any police you see around for a wristband, which they carry completely free. You can write your phone number and the child's name and your name on the wristband, pop it on your child's wrist.
They've got bottles, you two.
Get lost or parted from you, we can reunite them with you as quickly as possible. So, I think we're ready with Lee here. Let's just go and have a quick check. Got some people in the arena that we just need to make sure get back to the edge, if you don't mind, please. We don't want to get knocked down by another aircraft. Lee, we're all ready to go, are we? Yeah, all ready to go. Fingers crossed. Okay, for those who weren't here earlier, just a few seconds on the type of aircraft you've got here.
This is an MXF 30cc petrol equivalent, but this one's electric, it's based on a Red Bull Air Race racing plane.
Okay, well, in your own time, let's get things ready. They're electric, no starting required, you just press the button and off they go. Oh, somebody else didn't do it, we just need to make sure everybody gets to the side of the arena, myself included, not forget. Well, best made plans and all that, but it helped out with cutting the grass. Thank you for that, Lee. We need the grass to be a little shorter, I suppose. Not quite sure what happened there. Let's go find out, shall we?
Too far.
What happened there then?
Long grass, got to drag on these wheels here. The first day on the Thursday is always the longest grass, so the grass gets squashed, it gets better.
Okay, very simple.
This is it.
Well, that's the way to take off.
course. Right.
So this is Lee with his aircraft. It's back to about half the power, slightly smaller than Tony's aircraft we're going to see very shortly. The guys here come here every year and enjoy flying their aircraft. They're not lone wolves, of course. They are members of the Severnbridge Model Aircraft Flying Club. Lots of members around the country as well, different clubs who meet up throughout the year and compete and have fun and compare aircraft, of course. It takes a lot of skill to do this. It's not a case of just like a little remote controlled car picking one up for 10 pounds in Hamleys or something and then driving it around the kitchen floor. It takes months of practice to get to this stage. But these guys use simulators on computers as well to help them in the way that flying in a real aeroplane. Although when I say real aeroplane, Lee will pick me up on that because this is a real aeroplane. It's no toy. Toys go along the ground. So as Lee told me earlier, this
Orange.
flies and everything it does is what a real aircraft can do. Although if there was a pilot in here, he'd be pulling something like 4 to 6 G. That means your head would feel 4 to 6 times heavier than it actually is. He's trying to move it a lot more difficult. So the manoeuvrability of these model aircraft flying upside down, as you can see, like a little buzzy yellow wasp at the moment. Very graceful. And of course with the wind and the gusts,
Why is it not actually flying?
It is flying, Lissa.
There's not like flying. Quite slow. I think it's good to the other one. I said the other one is it to the other one.
Lissa.
It works against it in these conditions because it's quite windy. CMA is bigger, it's got a slightly lighter wing loading. It does get affected by the wind a bit more. So a lot of that flight I was just studying Lee's flying, seeing how he's dealing with it. I'll try and take some of that aboard. Keep something interesting, I guess.
how do you predict the wind? Because it is windy, but it's gusty as well, which means the wind just suddenly picks up. You can't predict when that gust is going to come. What do you do if you get caught in the gust?
You kind of just have to rely on your reactions to counter the wind. Luckily we have lots of power, so we can power out of it if needs be, but yeah, there's no way of actually predicting what the plane's going to do next. Yeah, it's just skill and practice, I guess. After a while, you get used to it. Flying windy conditions, yeah, just try and prepare, I guess.
Alright, well you've done all your pre-prep anyway, just a case of connecting up the battery and putting the plane out into position. Just going to go over and have a look at Lee's plane here. You didn't sustain any damage when you did the nose flip at the end there.
No, thankfully not a bit tougher with that. Yeah, the only thing you do on something like that would be chip the propeller for the fact there's no twigs or anything on the ground, so we were good.
Excellent.
Here was the one who's come to He's going. He's controlling Brian. He's going to control it crazy.
So these aircraft have a problem with the long grass. Can Toby manage to get off? Yes, he can. Straight up and straight into some pretty great acrobatics. Of course, this is a much larger aircraft than the one that Lee had, by about 20%. They're incredibly lightweight as well. They're made of, I don't know if you remember, certainly if you're in your 50s or 60s, like I am. I hate to admit, but when I was younger, we used to buy the Boxwood model aircraft and cover them in tissue paper, and then paint that tissue paper with a cellulose material. We used to call it kerosene, and it would shrink the tissue years back, and we've become very fortunate when we were able to sort of glide those wings in the sky. So pretty much the technology of these things is exactly the same. It's lightweight, balsa type wood, covered these days in a polymer plastic, if you like, which is shrunk onto the fuselage and the wing structure, but works in exactly the same way. Right, we're going to challenge Toby to do what we call a knife-edge spin. So Lee, I'll just explain what that means.
A knife-edge spin is when the wings are vertical and the fuselage is horizontal and it spins towards the ground in a knife-edge position, just powering around the wings. So it falls back and goes pretty quick.
It's the skill of the controller, of course, to make sure that when it gets down to a certain height, here it comes down.
There we go, that's a knife-edge spin there.
Brilliant stuff. How difficult is it to get it back into control afterwards?
Yeah, it takes a lot of practice because it can come out at any angle, so you have to get it rolling, so that's very confident for that set of knife-edge spin rolling.
And that's something you can't necessarily practice on a simulator, I guess.
No, the physics engines on the models on the Sims aren't that, perfect, so yeah, it's best to just practice on a lightweight, cheaper aircraft and then try and upgrade yourself,
And what would you, you're spinning around there and going upside down in dives and so on. This is a real aircraft. I estimated you'd sort of be pulling for a 4 to 6G area. What actually would you be doing if it was a real aircraft?
Yeah, I would imagine it would be something at least 4 to 6G. I mean, it would be very uncomfortable. I get personally don't like it when a jumbo jet does a 16-degree nose down, I like throwing my air back into my feet on the ground.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's some skill involved in just hovering. This is more like a helicopter than a plane, isn't it?
Indeed, yeah, it's fingers are working overtime there to keep in the hover.
Is it?
There's some very, very good skills involved here. What are some of those other manoeuvres we've just seen, Lee?
That's a Harrier with the upright at about 45 degrees, and he's rolling Harrier. So anything above the stall is considered a Harrier.
Going pretty high there. What's the maximum height you can fly this to?
As well as you can see, of course, the technology is better than our eyesight. But you can't see it when it's not playing.
Oh, I think we're yeah. Right, pretty smooth landing. Did you do better than Lee when he dipped the nose down when he hits the ground? Looks pretty good to me so far. Absolutely perfect takeoff, perfect landing.